Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to insert records in multiple tables at the same time in MySQL. So let us begin with a small example. So this is a form that I have built in JotForm. Now of course I'm using JotForm to build this form. You can use any other app like Google Forms or Pabbly Form Builder or anything. It's totally up to you. I'm using JotForm. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to enter some details. Okay, so these are the details. The name of the person is Tom and the last name is Cruise, and this is the email. So imagine a guy called as Tom Cruise is filling in the form. Okay, so this is his phone number, and basically this form is on exam cancellation. So there are a bunch of students who wants to cancel the examination, and this form will relay this data to the school management. So the student called as Tom Cruise has filled the form. This is his phone number, and he wants this exam to be cancelled. So let me just click on yes, and the submission has been made by Tom Cruise. Excellent. Now the idea is that I'm going to straight away taking you to MySQL, and what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to show you the table that is student info. This is the table. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the details of Tom Cruise. Okay, so this is the name, this is the email, and of course this is the mobile number. And then I'm going to take you to this particular table that is exam pool. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the detail of Tom Cruise that he wants the exam cancellation. Now we have collected the leads of 4 people, and out of 4 we have only one person who doesn't want the exams to be cancelled. So we will deal with that later. Okay, so your obvious question is, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from JotForms to multiple tables in MySQL? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates JotForm and MySQL. Now the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Let me show you the process. So basically in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Just hover on products and here you will find connect. Click on connect and then just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Let me just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so basically we are going to integrate JotForm as well as MySQL. That is why we are just going to click on this button, create workflow. Okay, so how about we give a name to this workflow? How about JotForm to MySQL. Okay, and let me just add multi-tables. And let me just click on create. So when you click on create, you will find 2 windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. Now we are going to use the trigger window and put JotForm here, and in the action window we will have MySQL. So basically we are just trying to integrate JotForm as well as MySQL using this workflow. So since we are building this workflow, you should know that I will add the link of this workflow in the description box so that you can clone it and directly access it into your account. Okay, so in the choose app, how about I add JotForm because we want to send the data from JotForm. Okay, JotForm it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new response? Okay, new response is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if this condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new response is generated in JotForm, then what action should be taken by the system? Now at present, we only have one trigger event for JotForm, but in case if you want more trigger events, all you have to do is just approach the help section. So when you click on the help section, you will be directed to Pabbly Forums. And in Pabbly Forums, you can make a request that you want so-and-so trigger events. Let me cancel this. So basically the gist is we are just trying to integrate JotForm to Pabbly Connect. So let's have a visit to JotForm. So as you can see, I do have some forms, and out of all these forms, I'm interested in this particular form, exam cancel polling. Okay. So first of all, to integrate this particular form to Pabbly Connect and receive the data from this form, just click on edit form. Okay. So this is the form, exam cancelling form, polling form, and just click on settings. Okay. Since we are interested in integrating this particular form to Pabbly Connect, just click on integrations. Okay, so now we have to look for webhooks. Webhooks, this one, click this. Okay, now we have to add the webhook URL. First of all, just remove this HTTP part, okay, and then go to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. You have copied it, and you have to paste it here. Okay, so I have pasted it, and let me just click on complete integration. Excellent. So basically it is showing the integration is ready. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on publish. Okay, so this is the form that has been integrated. I'm just going to copy this link and open this in a new tab. Okay, press enter. So once again, we are going to fill in some details. And when the detail is filled and the submission is made, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So let's check whether Pabbly Connect, yes, it is showing it is waiting for the data. Excellent. So we are ready. We are going to do some experiment. So this time a student called as Matthew Perry is filling the form. And this is his email address, and let me just add the phone number. Okay, so the details has been entered, and he also wants the exam to be cancelled. Okay, and let me just click on submit. So the submission has been made by a person called as Matthew Perry, and his email address is Starbucks or something. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. Yes, the data has arrived. This is the form title, that is exam cancelled polling. And we do have the whole bunch of data. We can just ignore this. Okay, we just want individual data. This is the first name, this is the last name, this is his email address, and this is of course his mobile number. And this is the data that we are most interested in, that is should the exam be cancelled, and he prefers that the exam should be cancelled. Excellent. Now the idea is that we are going to enter these data into two separate tables. First, the student info, that is all this detail up to here, the phone number will be entered in a different table, that is in student info, and this particular data, that is the cancellation of exam, that will be entered in a different table. And this is how you do it. So we are going to work with the action window, and in the choose app we are going to mention MySQL, this one. And in the action event, since we want to insert a row, click on insert a row, and let me just click on connect. So as you can see, we have to fill in the database username, database password, host, database, as well as the port. Now of course you obviously know these details. I'm not going to show you mine, so let me enter all of my details. Okay, so I have entered my host, database, port, and rest of details. Okay, so let me just click on save. So by default we have the table name as status. So let me just take you to MySQL. So these are all the tables that is present in my MySQL account. We have example, status, student info, table 1, table 2, and user details. So when I click on this drop down, we have all these details: user detail, example, student info, table 1, and table 2. Now I am planning to enter all the details in this particular table, student info, and we have selected it. Now we can just completely ignore this field, the ID, because this is the data that will be automatically generated. We can ignore this. Now let's start mapping. Now we want the name. So this is how you get the name. Now remember this, we have the first name as well as the last name. And this is something we got from JotForm. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to click on the first accordion, and we have the first name. Then I'm going to enter a space, and then I'm going to map the last name. So the last name is Perry. Then we have to map the email, and this is something very easy. You can do it just like this. You have mapped it. And similarly with the mobile number, you simply copy this and just you map it here. Okay, so we have mapped all our details. Okay, so at this point all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to send this message, to send this data to the table in MySQL. So the API response is a positive one, so let's have a look. So the table we are interested in is student info. We are just going to click this. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the details of Matthew Perry. We have the ID, the auto-generated ID. Then we have the name, that is Matthew Perry. We have the email, and of course we have the mobile number. Excellent. Now we are going to deal with the second table, that is the exam pool. We want the data that the student examination should be cancelled or not. Now if you remember correctly, Matthew Perry had added the exam cancellation. He preferred the exam should be cancelled, and that is why he had toggled at he had actually mentioned the exam cancellation as yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to introduce one more action window, and for adding all this data, that is the preference, that is yes, we are going to introduce again MySQL. Okay, MySQL, because we are going to work with different table, that is polling data, example. Okay, so we are going to work with this particular table. Now in the action event, once again insert row, let me just click on connect. Now we are not going to enter once again all this detail. All you have to do is just go to the existing connection, and let me just select the recent one, and let me just click on save. Okay, so we again have to select the table name. So this time I'm interested in exam pool. Okay, We are just completely going to ignore this ID because it will be auto-generated, and then we are going to map his preference. And he has actually selected that the exam should be cancelled. That is why yes. Okay, just click on save and send test request. Easy. The response is positive. Let's have a look. So let me just refresh this. We have the fifth response, that will be again yes. Okay, so out of 5 students who have entered the response in JotForm, we have only one student that wants the exam to be conducted. Rest all of them wants the exam cancellation. So the presence of this data shows that we have successfully integrated JotForm and MySQL with help of Pabbly Connect. Now before you leave, let me just take you back to Pabbly Connect and let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize all of my window one by one. Okay, so I have minimized it. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated JotForm to Pabbly Connect, and then you have made sure the data that you have received from JotForm is inserted into a table of MySQL. Again, then you have selected one more table, and after that you have inserted another row for a particular table. So now there is a perfect flow of data between JotForm and MySQL. Excellent.